Good morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market alert for Thursday, November 10th. U.S. stock futures are indicating that the market will rebound from yesterday's steep sell-off. Stocks across Europe are also broadly higher after yesterday's declines, as investors grow more optimistic about the situation in Italy. Lawmakers there are working to quickly approve economic measures in an effort to shore up confidence. And Italy's president named former European Commissioner Mario Monti senator for life, perhaps paving the way for him to become the country's next prime minister. We're seeing unconfirmed reports that Silvio Berlusconi could step down by Sunday. That speculation is pushing the yield on Italy's benchmark 10-year government bond back below 7% this morning. And the euro is making up some of the ground it lost yesterday, rising back above 136 against the US dollar.
European investors are also cheering news of political progress in Greece. The parliament chose Lucas Papademos, the former vice president of the European Central Bank, as the country's new prime minister. Despite the renewed optimism, the European Union slashed its growth forecast for the region and said it can't exclude the possibility of a deep, prolonged recession. It now expects gross domestic product in the 27-nation bloc to grow by only 0.5% next year. Just 6 months ago, it had been forecasting 1.8% growth. The European Commission said it cut its outlook due to weak consumer and investor confidence, financial turmoil, government austerity packages, and a slowdown in Europe's main trading partners. Separately, the United Kingdom is struggling with its own fiscal problems. Last month, the Bank of England boosted its asset purchasing program by £75 billion in an effort to revive the economy. This morning, it held steady on that promise and left its key interest rate unchanged at a record low of 0.5%. Right now, London's FTSE 100 index is holding on to small gains, while the CAC 40 in Paris and Frankfurt's DAX index are both up more than 1%.
While investors continue to focus on Europe, we're seeing some troubling signs of a global economic slowdown from Asia. China's trade surplus widened to $17 billion in October, well below the $25 billion that most economists were expecting. The report indicates that demand from more of China's export destinations is slowing. Demand now seems to be slumping in the manufacturing powerhouses of Northeast Asia and commodity-focused economies such as Canada, as well as the United States and Europe. And speaking of the U.S. economy, the real estate market continues to show signs of weakness. RealtyTrack reported that foreclosure activity rose 7% last month compared with September. This morning, investors are reacting to data on initial jobless claims and international trade, and we'll bring you those numbers after the opening bell.
On the corporate front, we're seeing some strength in shares of Cisco Systems. It's jumping more than 6% after issuing a forecast for the current quarter that was slightly ahead of analyst estimates. That stronger outlook is outweighing a dip in Cisco's profit. But one big stock decliner this morning is Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, tumbling more than 30%. Fiscal fourth quarter profit matched expectations, but sales fell well short of Wall Street forecasts. That's the latest from Weiss Research. We'll be back after the opening bell with all the market-moving action, including more earnings results from Kohl's and Viacom.